everyone, and welcome to my channel. And welcome to the Dollar Store Decor Dash. I'm Jeannie Ellis, and I'm also known as Scrapbooking Memo. We're sharing some inspiration on how to create some beautiful home decor pieces that are items bought from the dollar stores around the world. We hope that you find each product as fantastic as it is affordable. At the top of the description box, you're going to find the link to the next person in the lineup. I hope that you take the time to watch all the hot videos because we love to hear from you and we love those thumbs up. And if you aren't already a subscriber, I do hope that you will consider subscribing and click on that little bell so that you won't miss any of my uploads. You can also use the hashtag Dollar Decor Dash to find all of the videos in this haul. Now, some of us might be offering prizes on our channel, so you want to make sure that you pay attention to those details. And please check out my description box for all the other details. So, stay tuned and we will get started on my project. Now, my project is our items from the dollar store, Dollar Tree. And what I want to make is a memo board. I'm trying anyway. So let's get started on some of the pieces that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this little crate box. And believe it or not, it was from the dollar store, Dollar Tree. And I have this piece right here. And then I have a tiny chalkboard, which I forgot to buy the chalk, but hey. And then I bought an adhesive cord sheet. Here's the cover for it. But what I've already done with this cord board is it had an adhesive on the back of it. So I adhered it to some foam board so that way push pins could be put in. And all the other products that I'll be using are things I already have in my stash. And more than likely I'll use pieces that I've already got scraps of or something. So those I didn't pay for either at this time. I've had them for a while. So, but we'll see what I come up with. Again, we're going to try for a memo board. Now, this memo board, the backing of it, that is going to either be painted or covered with some craft paper. Because I want it to be decorative, but I'm not sure if I really feel like painting a lot. I have some paper here. I'm going to use these, and I'm going to, and these are called Love Notes, and I think they're graphic 45, but I've had these for a while. So, and for what I want to use it for, and where I want to use it for, I think it'll be perfect. So, it didn't cost me anything to use this because I already had it in my stash. So I'm using Mod Podge matte finish to put it onto my board. And I'm trying to go as quickly as possible. now I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll come back to it later. So I'm going to set this aside. The next thing I'm going to do is work on this piece right here. Okay, I am taking metallic paint, Decor brand. It says extreme sheen on it, and I wanted that so I could get a metal look to it. So I'm going to change my gloves out first. Okay, I've got my gloves on. I should have had them on the other, but I didn't. And roll up my sleeves. And all I want to do, paint these, and I'll probably take 2 coats. I don't have gesso, so, but because it's acrylic paint, it may just take 2 or 3 coats, and then it should be good to go. I'll be right back. Okay, now I have got my box painted, and it looks metal. I love how it shines like metal. And I have this little container here, kind of like a distress. It's not like solid copper. And I had these floral foam that I got at the Dollar Tree. Of course, for $1, you get 2 of them on this one. I don't know how the others were. If they had a rectangle one, the size that I needed, I would have got it, but they didn't have it. But I can work with this with no problem, I think. And I've got some floral here that I might use. I'm not sure yet. But I do have some Spanish moss that I'm going to use that I've had in my stash forever. My biggest thing is try to get it in here with, I mean, it doesn't have to fit perfectly in here, but it does need to be enough that I can use it. So let's get some moss in there. So I just kind of am going to kind of cover this foam. One thing I noticed about this is that they came out really easily, but for $1, you still cannot beat that for what I'm needing it for. So this is going to go right here. And this one will go right here, and I'll have chalk in it. So I'm going to finish working on this part and attaching the pieces onto the board. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera, this part of it, and I'll be back. Okay, now for this piece right here, I'm using some mounting tape, and I'm going to put it on here. And the reason I'm doing that instead of glue is because I think this would hold better since it was made for that. And I'm going to kind of put it toward the corner down here, so that way I can I know I'm going to get it straight. Anyway, that's my thinking anyway. So I'm going to tear off this tape, and that one's already off, and mount it. I think that's as straight as I'm going to get it. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to put this one over here, and I'm going to put this here, and all this will be hung with command strips. I've got this piece here that I want to go behind this unit here, and I may pull it up a little bit, and I need to glue these down better, but sometimes I forget to glue things. So anyway, before I glue that down, I want to let you know that I did put an edging around here like I did on the cork board, like this one, and I just had enough to do it around here. So the first thing I'm going to do with this piece is that I'm going to put this little vine in it. Sorry about that. I'm going to put this little vine in it, and I'm going to start it probably right about there. Okay, so I've got that done, that piece there. I'm kind of going to let it just sit for a minute so that way I make sure that I don't pull it off. So the next thing that I want to do is set this aside for now, and I want to take this twine that was given to me, and I want to put it along the side of this board. I may put it over here too. I'm not sure yet. We shall see. So I'm going to start at the bottom or top, whichever way you want to call it, just depends. But I'm going to start it right about here. Okay, I have got the vine on. I have got the twine on. And now what I want to do is go ahead and do the bulletin board part of it, the cork board. And if I put that there, see how this fits here. So I am going to use Beacon 3-in-1 glue, and then when I get ready to put it on, I'm going to go ahead and probably put a little bit of hot glue on. And now I have this piece right here to put in. Now what I'm going to try to do, and this is scrap that I used from another project, and I'm going to try to make a post-it note holder. I'm going to just do an outline. So my post-it's going to go in the center of this, and I need to have an edge where I can fold it, make the pocket, and then a piece where I can glue it onto my board. I'm going to take my finger blade. This is approximately about 1.5 inches, and hopefully this is about 1.5 inches. It is just a little over, but that's okay at this point. I need to make 2 folds. Now this will need to be cut off here because that's going to be the opening for the pocket. Okay, so I've got the paper on, none back here, of course, and I put a piece of the twine here, the jute twine, and I'm going to put it on this side. So I am going to use the fabric tack. Now, I didn't tape it or glue it down here, but it's got a pretty good adhesion there, so I'm going to leave it. Okay, so I have post-it notes in there. Actually, they're not post-it notes. They are little note papers. And I kind of wish I had done this a little bit shorter just so that I could see it, above, but that's okay. That's all right. That's my project using Dollar Tree items and things that were in my stash and things that were given to me. And I would say this probably cost, I'm thinking here, okay, the court board, this and this, that's $3. Chalkboard is $4. And I already had everything else, so it cost me $4 for this memo board station. So anyway, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.